Beautiful.
Thank
Talk about
you.
I got makeup on, but I don't know if it's gonna stay.
It was hot, okay, while I was getting dressed
It,
and I was at
it
a
it's
wedding.
staying.
And so I just really, I got my water here because it's hot. Um, but let's do it.
It's given what it's supposed to give.
And I appreciate you, Kortlynn, because this is this is my fault, but I love you. I love you.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try not to cut up too bad because your people on here. Um,
My
but hey,
mother my mother is probably watching, so
oh hey mama. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna cuss out the child because your mama watch. Hello everybody. My name is Kortlynn Jenae. I am a plus size model and host, and tonight I have the divine pleasure of interviewing Miss Rachel Sadberry, founder of I Am Enough, a motivational speaker, your favorite baddie, your favorite Texas stallion next to Meg.
oh, come on, Stallion.
I'm running out of names here, but you get the picture.
Yeah, I have gotten a little thick lately, but that's that quarantine weight.
Quarantine weight.
Mhm.
Hello, Rachel. How are you?
Hey, Kortlynn girl, I'm good. How are you?
I'm spectacular.
I know this is supposed to be about me, but let me just say, I'm so proud of you. Like, we didn't came a long way from when I met you in that 106 in Park t-shirt. And I'm just so proud of you, everything that you're doing, everything that you have accomplished thus far. Girl, you haven't even scratched the surface. I'm so happy for you, so proud of you. So I just had to get that out. And thank you. Thank you for agreeing to do this for me. Like,
You use
just
the word
say,
agree very loosely. We're using the word
okay,
agree very
okay,
loosely.
okay. Um, just for me to be able to say that I sat down with the Kortlynn Jenae, it's just really a blessing and an honor. So thank you.
No problem, Rachel. Anything for you. So tonight we are doing a virtual listening party because I Am Enough has dropped an anthem from what I hear. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. I do just want to dive into the background a little bit of I Am Enough because I know you. We've known each other since college. And you've been using this phrase for a very long time. And you have definitely, I just think about the beginning stages of I Am Enough and where you are now. Honestly, it's the aesthetic and the consistency for me. But I want you to just give us a little background about why does I Am Enough exist,
Mm-hmm.
and just bring us up to speed on where you started, because you've definitely come a really long way.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I think I'm Enough started way back when I was younger. I was raised to be confident in myself, to believe in myself, to produce at the highest level possible. But life happened, as it does. It's
Will be
life.
happening. Mm-hmm.
Girl, it will happen, and different things happen throughout the course of my life that just kind of caused me to doubt myself, really, just have this drop in self-esteem. I became very insecure about a lot, not just about my physical appearance, but just about relationships, financial, status, my career. After I graduated from college, I just saw a lot of, our friends doing different things. And I just kind of felt like, because I wasn't doing what they were doing, some way, I just didn't measure up. And then
Comparison. Mm-hmm.
there were, different relationships that I was involved in. And, where I Am Enough actually came from is I was having a conversation, and I text, the guy that I was dating, and I was like, am I enough for you? Like, I literally asked him, like, am I enough for you?
Mm.
And immediately, I believe it was God that came to me in that moment and was just like, why are you asking him? Like, I created you. I put you on this earth for a reason. So you should be asking me. Not only should you be asking me, but you should already know, because of who I am, that you are already qualified, that you're already, extraordinary, that you already have everything that you need to be successful. And so that's where that came from. And that was in January of 2016. But I actually didn't launch I'm Enough in 2018 because I prayed a very scary prayer. And had I known what I was praying at the time, I can't say that I still would have prayed it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, because I knew that God had called me to reach a certain group of people, women especially. I wanted to be able to identify with whatever they had been through in their life. Maybe not the exact circumstances, but just be able to identify with a feeling, or with just the principle of the situation. So I prayed and I asked God to make me credible. Like, make me somebody that these women can relate to. And child, he did just that. I'm grateful for the journey, but it has definitely been one. So I officially launched I'm Enough in 2018, and from then up until now, I've done a few things like a prom giveaway. I've done some motivational speaking at middle schools. My message, I think, is able to be catered to different age groups. So, I've mentored high school girls. I even had some of, my aunts and my mom and, their friends reach out to me and say, I identify with this. I needed to hear it. So it's just a blessing that God has allowed me to get thus far. It's a blessing that He surrounded me with like-minded people. It's a blessing that He's, surrounded me with an amazing graphic designer, just different people that have honestly helped me build this. I wouldn't be there without the people that are the closest to me. So yeah, so bigger and better, we moving.
What's been the scariest part about launching I'm Enough?
Whether or not people will receive it. Because being called to people or being called to help people, honestly, I think is scary within itself, because you don't know how your message is going to be received. You don't know if people are even going to be okay with the message that you're portraying or that you're giving out. Especially in today's society, cancel culture and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just a lot to think about. But that would be the scariest part, I think, is just not really knowing whether or not people are going to receive it. But I try not to think about it, because, if I'm authentic, if I'm genuine, if I'm true to the message that God has given me to give to the masses, then, why wouldn't they receive it?
So just to kind of I hate to use Clubhouse jargon, but to piggyback off of that, I know that I Am Enough is very special to you, and it's rooted in your faith. You do feel like this is a calling for you. So with that being said, how do you balance being in this space and creating this organization, but still also just being a young millennial, a young Black millennial that is in the culture? Like, how do you balance the duality of the two, and especially in a society that is so very critical and is quick to cancel or feel like you are inauthentic or anything like that? How do you balance that duality?
I think it's the belief that I have that Christianity and culture can exist, but they don't necessarily have to merge. Like, they aren't supposed to, because obviously, the Bible says, be not of this world. And so I think you can be in the world, but not of the world. Like, and not only that, but I think it's important for me as a young millennial that is, speaking with young girls who are on TikTok, who, are on Twitter, on Instagram, it's important for me to stay relevant, because I think, and not to really get off subject, but I think that's the main reason why millennials have such a hard time in the older church, or just because the message is true, but it's not necessarily relevant, so my whole goal is to make sure that not only do I stay relevant, but I stay credible and that my message doesn't change. So, and I'm 28 years old. You know, I'll be 29 on May 7th for everybody that's watching. But you know, I'm still young myself. You know, I still use social media for fun. I cut up on Twitter. So, you know, it's just it's fun, you know. So I feel like, you know how I said on Baby Boy, mama gotta have a life too. You know, I feel like I still have to have a life, you know. So that's how I balance it. You know, I make sure that my message is the same, but just have fun at the same time.
Not you talking about you want to be credible and then you quote Baby Boy.
Hey, listen. Baby Boy is a classic. BET runs it almost every day. Like, that is a classic.
Moving
Shout
on.
out to Taraji P. Henson.
Oh, and did you see her dog passed?
I don't even want to talk about
it. Okay, I digress. We're friends, y'all. So that came so that you're like, girl, did you see her dog died? Okay, so another thing I want to ask you too is, again, relating to society, affirmations is definitely a buzzword. And I am enough definitely is an affirmation, but I guess what makes it different than others? You know, what makes it different than other entities and organizations that, you know, say affirmations are this and affirmations are that? Like, what makes I'm enough different? What makes it stand out?
That's a really good question, Cordy.
Well, you're dealing with a professional.
I think what makes I'm Enough stand out is just the fact that it was built on transparency. You know, anybody can get up in front of a group of women and say affirmations to empower them, but I think my overall goal has been to empower through transparency. Like, you know me, there's not much you probably don't know about me, and the thing about that is, like, if anybody were to ask me a question, I would answer it with no problem. Like, I think also too, when I was growing up, you know, for example, I'm a PK. Like, my daddy is a reverend pastor evangelist. Hallelujah. That's my daddy. And yes, that's my daddy. And I grew up in a household where we had conversations, but it was more so like specifically talking about sex, for instance, right? It was like, don't have sex until you get married. Well, why? Like, that conversation, that transparency, I didn't really get when I was growing up. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like, you know, I had more questions. And so my whole purpose behind this organization was to be able to relate and then also be transparent, like really share the deepest, darkest parts of my story in hopes to empower women by letting them know you are not in this alone. I understand you may feel this certain way right now, but it's not going to be like this always. It's not a situation to where you have to pull yourself up out of it. I'm here with you. I will, you know, help pull you up. And I think, you know, when you hear words like evangelism, you think, you know, quote unquote, holier than thou, but evangelism is literally just reaching back and telling somebody, hey, like, I'm here for you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to pull you out. I got through it. Now, you know, let me turn around and help you. So I think that's what makes I'm Enough stand out. It's just the fact that it was built on transparency. And then it's me, like, you know, not to toot my own horn, but
toot, baby.
I just have, I think, you know, personally, I just have this personality that is unlike anybody else that you're gonna meet. I mean, and you know, like, anything that comes to mind is out of my mouth. You know, I can start a conversation with anybody. I can make anybody laugh. Like, it's just me. So, you know, I am unique. I am enough. So
last question, before we switch gears. When was the last time you had to remind yourself that you were enough?
Whoa, girl, what? Yesterday?
See, it's the transparency for me.
Yesterday, today, like, the thing about it is people will try you, okay? And they will try you to an extent to where sometimes you question yourself. And it's, you know, a lot of people put on this facade, not even a facade, but a lot of people say like, oh, I know who I am, I'm confident. But like, let's be real. There are moments in which each and every one of us, we doubt ourselves, and we're human, you know? And so that is something that I have to remind myself every day when it comes to work, when it comes to, you know, building not only I Am Enough, but my personal brand. Like when you look at different influencers that you admire, and you just, you know, you look at them and be like, man, I want to be there. Can I be there? Do I have what it takes? And immediately I have to say, oh yeah, girl, you got it. You're enough. So, you know, that's kind of that.
Rachel. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, can you hear me? Did I cut out?
You did. You did.
Okay.
The last thing I heard was, I looked like I wasn't listening, but I was. You were saying people will try you.
Okay, yes.
People will try you. You got a little further than that, but I'm be honest with you, I can't remember.
I was just saying people will try you, and they will try you to the point to where you doubt yourself. And you know, some people, they, you know, will exude the utmost confidence, and they will say that they don't doubt themselves, but that's not true. We're human. Everybody has those moments of weakness to where you just have to remind yourself of who you are and whose you are. So yeah, I tell myself I'm enough every day. I tell myself that I matter. I tell myself that I am loved. I tell myself that I am not alone. You know, those are just a few of the things that I have to be reminded of. And it's, you know, I'm not ashamed of that. It's real. Like it's real. I do have those moments. So, you know.
I think that's important to say though, because sometimes I feel like confidence is looked at as a destination, you know, or like I've arrived, like I'm confident, like I'll never doubt myself again. And that's not what it is. You know, you hear, I feel like when you watch interviews with celebrities, like they say all the time, you know, like I still worry about this and but a lot of people I feel like we don't, as a society, we don't harp on that. Like we still are very hard on ourselves and don't give us grace and remind ourselves, like you have to remind yourself of these things and you have to continue to work towards confidence. It's not like, all right, I'm confident, I got it, everything is peachy keen. It don't work like that.
Right. No, it's not. It's not gonna always be like that. And it's crazy that you brought up celebrities. And I know, you know, we're gonna switch and we're gonna play the song, but it's crazy that people, when celebrities say things like that, people are like, I would have never thought that. Or they're like legitimately shocked that these celebrities still have insecurities. And I'm just like, these are people.
They're people.
These are people who have been put on a platform in front of millions of people. And because I know that that is a place that you and I are destined to be, receive it, catch that. I'm
going to catch it, put it in my pocket.
Okay, put it right there. Yep. I just think that now, like us doing these type of things and us having these type of conversations are going to be very important to stay grounded and just to, once we get on that level, be able to still be who we are now.
I love that. So again, Clubhouse jargon. We're going to switch gears because this is
shout out to the boardroom. Shout out to the boardroom. Shout out to the boardroom. I love y'all so much. That's one of the best things that has come out of quarantine is my Clubhouse family. So shout out to the boardroom.
Wait, you coming back? Okay, you're back.
Okay.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
I am on the Wi-Fi.
Okay, just making sure.
I
am. But no, shout out to the boardroom. So this is a virtual listening party. So we're gonna listen to something bomb because I'm Enough has a new anthem. And it's the multi-hyphenate for me because not only are you the founder of I Am Enough, you know, not only are you Texas favorite stallion next to Meg
Come
Thee
on.
Stallion, but you're
Next to
also a rapper.
Listen, okay, so I'm not, but I am. Okay.
No. You are enough.
Okay.
You
I
are
am.
enough. You had to remind you. Caught you slipping.
Okay, that's why we have friends to hold you accountable. Okay. But yeah, so I'm something like a rapper.
Okay.
I feel like Young Miami, aka Carisha. She said, "I'm just out here doing this with no experience." Yeah. And then what's weird is somebody, I had an old mentor of mine from high school. She wrote a comment on Facebook when I posted about this and was like, "Dougie and My Snuggie" was one of her favorite songs. And she was just kind of like, I know this one is going to be a hit. And I was like, man, maybe this isn't my first single. Maybe it's like my second. So shout out to Dougie and My Snuggie. Shout out to the crew one time.
If you drop an EP, just say that.
Huh?
I said, if you drop an EP, just say that.
Not Dougie and My Snuggie going to be on the EP.
But so you told me before offline that this actually started off as your YouTube intro, but yes. you started getting the creative juices and it became a song and it became an anthem. So I'm excited to hear it.
I'm excited too to play it. I'm really nervous because, as creatives and artists, like we're very sensitive.
We're sensitive about our ish, in the words of Erykah Badu.
Right. So I'm really nervous. But yes, this song was not supposed to be a song. Mm-hmm. It was simply supposed to be a YouTube intro for my YouTube videos. And immediately I knew, just to kind of give a little background before I play the song, it had to be so Louisiana. So there had to be a little bounce in it, because not only was Baton Rouge the conception place of I Am Enough, but Louisiana just holds a special place in my heart. Shout out to LSU. Shout out to just, that whole that whole friend group, people that I met while I was in school. Like Baton Rouge will always be home. So it had to have a little, Louisiana has to have a little bounce.
A little Tony Scatchery's on it. Okay.
Yeah, we had to put a little Tony's on it. And then I always knew that Chrissy and Freelo was going to sing this song.
Shout out to Chrissy.
Shout out to Chrissy. I'm so appreciative of her, not just her individually, but of her God-given talents and gifts. Me and Chrissy have been rocking just as long as me and you. And so I knew I had to have her a part of this project. But when the song was sent to me, it was like, I was listening to it, trying to come up with the chorus, and I actually wrote the verses. Well, the first verse, I wrote it first. And then my friend Leah, who's been with me since we were in diapers, she actually wrote the chorus. So this was just a collaboration of love and friendship. And so I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to play the song. And for everybody that's watching, I really hope that you guys love it. Just so y'all know, Kortlynn hasn't heard the song. I was gonna send it to her before we did the interview, but then it was like, no, I want her honest reaction. So if I start crying, this is like a moment for me. So just listen to the song. But
do you have your tissue?
I have my tissue right here.
Okay, all right.
But this is a moment. So I'm gonna play the song. Can you hear it?
I can hear it. I'm hearing.
Don't you know you are enough? You're worth the love you're dreaming of. Hold your crown, don't let it down. Cause destiny is a way about. Chin up, no head. Believing it's a must. Don't give up, you gotta trust. You are enough, you love. It was 1992 when I first stepped on the scene. A Thursday, month of May, prettiest you've ever seen. Brown eyes, a daddy's girl, but I got my mama's jeans. Wide hips, thick thighs, always smiling, never me. Dallas, Texas is my home where I was raised as a young one, and I'll say it with my check. I'm a triple B star. Life, it wasn't always easy. Confidence was kind of lacking. Relationship never worked, and the paper wasn't stacking. Moved to Baton Rouge, got that degree from LSU. Started to become I'm insecure, then God said, that ain't true. He reminded me who I was in his word. He showed me truth. Then he showed me that my purpose was to do the same for you. See, I've been through it all. The hurt, the heartache, the pain, but it's life. So for you, it's probably been the same. It doesn't feel good. I know it hurts. I know it's tough, but you're gonna make it through, because baby girl, you already know. Don't you know you are enough? You're worth the love you're dreaming of. Hold your crown, don't let it down, because destiny is where you're bound. Chin up, no head down. Believe in it's a must. No, don't give up. You gotta trust. You are enough, enough. To all the ladies in the place struggling to live your truth, pull up a seat, cause this at first, it was written just for you. If your fears try to stop you in the word, no is all you heard. Listen closely, turn it up and memorize every word. God created you on purpose and he promised you be blessed. So never settle. You are worthy and only deserve the best. You are beautiful, strong, and valuable beyond measure. Keep your foot on their necks, cause we applying straight pressure. That battle with depression, yeah, it's dark, but don't get big. You're not alone, and it's already been determined that you win. That man, sure, he's cool, but you don't need him to be great. Friends come and go, some are real, but if they hate, then let them hate. Your aspiration, goals, and dreams, no, they'll never be too big. Own a business, be a doctor or the vice president. Believe in yourself and know it's you should trust your life has purpose. You are loved, and don't forget you are enough. Don't you know you are enough? You're worth the love you're dreaming of. Hold your crown, don't let it down, cause destiny is where you're bound. Chin up, no head. Believe in it's a must. Don't give up, you gotta trust. You are enough.
Yes, vocals. Yes.
Oh
Yes.
man, that's it. That's the song.
It's the bars and the vocals for me.
Listen, and I wrote it myself. No ghostwriters.
No ghostwriters. Rachel, I'm so proud of you. That was so good.
Oh, y'all, I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Somebody get India Irie on the line, please.
Not India.
Somebody get India Irie on the line, please. We got some new motivational music.
Listen, I told you I was gonna cry.
We need India on the remix.
Listen. Okay, girl, call up. You got a number?
Rachel, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm literally shaking right now. Like that.
Oh, don't be shaking. Don't be shaking.
No,
Tell the people where they can find it at.
Listen, this Friday, April 2nd. Hold on, let me get me together because I'm really gonna cry. But this Friday, April 2nd, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music. It's available for pre-order on iTunes right now. If you want to get it before Friday. But yeah, this is a moment for me. Man, okay. Woo.
Talk me through the emotion. Why are you so emotional?
Because like I think you can identify with the feeling, but if you've ever been in purpose and it's like you know that you're doing what God has called you to do.
Yeah. And
just thinking about what it took to get here, just to be here and not even to like fully have quote unquote arrived, you know, at destiny, but just to be here and know that, you know, I'm on my way, to know that whatever this space is enough for me right now. Just to, you know, come from a place where like I didn't know what was next for me. I didn't know if I was on the right path, like just being uncertain and dealing with anxiety and, you know, bouts with depression, like that is so real. So just to be, you know, on the other side of it is such a blessing. I'm just so thankful. I'm so grateful to God, to my family, to my friends, like literally everybody that supports me. I love y'all so much. I feel like I'm accepting an award right now, but I just want to thank my mama, you know, my parents, like there's so many people that I have to give credit to, but first and foremost, I have to thank God, because without God, who child, like they say in church, when I look back over my life, okay, stop playing, Kortlynn, because I'll preach for real.
I know you will.
But this is a moment for me, so that's why I'm so emotional. But yeah, this Friday, Good Friday, streaming on all platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music. Go run it up, not just for me, for Chrissy. Shout out, we recorded the song in Houston at a studio called the Barron Collective. Dylan, who is the guy who did the sound engineering, he's 19 years old.
Nice.
Young black man, 19 years old. He mixed it and did the whole mastering. I don't know the terminology. I'm new to this, but he did that. Okay.
Yeah. Things he did that.
Things he did that. So shout out to Dylan, and then the producer, his name is Justin. He goes by Dark Side Hits. He's from Dallas. But literally, if you ever need anything in Dallas, call Samaji. Samaji literally knows everybody. So I text Samaji and was like, hey, I need a producer. I need somebody to make me a beat. She sent me a phone number and was like, call him. I went to prom with him. Like, literally, she knows everybody. So if you ever need anything in Dallas, always call Samaji. But yeah, I'm just so thankful for people who heard the song before today, just the positive feedback. Like, I'm just so grateful. So grateful.
I'm very, very proud of you, my friend. Like,
thank you.
And
so
honestly, watching you experience the emotion you're experiencing is, it's beautiful as well. And like me and you talked before this, obviously, but just like you said, knowing you are enough in this moment is really important, because I feel like it says a lot about your faith when you not only get excited when you see God moving, but when you know that He moving. When you get excited about the seen and the unseen. And that's what you're feeling right now, because you know that you're in alignment, you know that you're walking in purpose, and that is just as worthy of being celebrated as, when you have the empire, like all of that is worth celebrating. So I'm super, super proud of you. Thank
you so much. I'm over here reading the comments on the side,
what they saying, child, because I can't see.
So, okay, so the boardroom is definitely deep in the comments.
Yes.
Shout out to Jordan, Allie. A lot of my family is in here. Like I'm just people that I went to high school with. Shout out to De'Erica. Man, like there's so many people in the comments. Like, who child?
Yes. That's your tribe, sis. We rooting for you.
Literally. And like my number one supporter is in the comments. So I just,
come on here, Flip.
So yes, so I just, I'm just so grateful. So yeah. Oh, somebody said run those numbers up. Yes, run them up.
Run the numbers up. So again, this Friday, on Good Friday,
April 2nd, Good Friday, on all major streaming platforms, go run it up. Give me and Chrissy a Grammy.
Yes.
Get us a Grammy.
Yes.
Yeah. So run it up. But I'm really appreciative of all the support. Thank you, Kortlynn, so much. Oh, and so when we were talking before, and I told you I had something to tell you, but I wasn't gonna tell you.
Yes, you did say that.
Okay, well now I'm about to tell you. So I got you a gift.
What you got me, friend?
I got you a gift because not only did you agree to do this, not only did I spring this part on you today, but your birthday is Monday.
It is.
So when you see what I got you, you're gonna laugh.
If you got me Popeye's biscuits, I'm gonna cuss you out on this live.
First of all, I did get you the gift card that I bid on you. Okay, I did, because I bid on you.
Don't know why I said that. Rachel's a bully and she counts the amount of biscuits.
No, we're not gonna do that.
I just need to give the people background.
No, we're not gonna do that. But friend, it's not yet, but I had to show it to you because there's more that I have to add to it. But hold on, it's upside down. Okay, so you remember we were talking recently and I said you needed to let me negotiate your contracts.
Yes.
I got you your own robe, friend. I got you your own robe, and I'm gonna get your name put on it, and I'm gonna send it to you.
Rachel, oh my God, that's so sweet.
So for y'all that don't know, Kortlynn is a New York Fashion Week model.
Oh my God, stop.
She's been on the cover of Vogue.
I have not.
She hasn't yet, but my friend is a model, and so when she goes on these shoots, they give her these robes, but she can't take the robes home. And I was so upset. I was like, girl, how they not gonna let you take your robe home? Like, it's a robe. And so I told Kortlynn, I was like, you need to let me negotiate your contracts because if I was your manager, you would be taking them robes home. And she was just like, Rachel, that's not how it works. You can't take the robe home. So I was like, what can I get Kortlynn to say thank you, to say happy birthday, and to just show my utmost appreciation for you? And so I got you a robe. So the robe, as soon as I get your name put on it, it is on the way to you. Happy birthday, friend. I love you so much. And I'm just so appreciative of you and your gifts and for you just allowing me to share in this with you. I'm just appreciative.
Oh, thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that. I've never had a robe with my name on it, so this is.
And you know what? Special. There's a first for everything.
Thank you, friend. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now you can eat your Popeye's biscuits in your robe.
You guys, please make sure you stream the song. Which is called I Am Enough. I'm assuming we never said the name.
Oh, the song is called You Are Enough.
You Are Enough. See, that's important details.
The song is called You Are Enough.
Dropping this Friday on Good Friday. Anywhere you can get music.
And it's my grandmother's birthday on Friday. My grandmother passed when I was 3 years old. So I didn't really, I knew her, but I didn't really get to know her. So, and to be honest, it was my cousin who reminded me that her birthday was on the release day. And that's not even why I picked the day. So it just makes it all the more special. So happy early heavenly birthday to my grandmother, Ruby Sadberry. Love you, miss you. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is for her.
I love it. Well, you guys, that's going to conclude our You Are Enough virtual listening launch party. I am your host, Ms. Kortlynn Jenae, and we have been joined with the beautiful Ms. Rachel Glenice Sadberry. Until next time.
You give them the whole name.
Whole government name.
Whole government.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.